Hi, my name is Isabella Ramplin, and this is my production management vlog for you all today. So, what I expected from this module. So, from this module, I knew I was going to get set a lot of work from the get go. Obviously, since starting uni, I have just nearly 2 years ago, I've always had a passion for like paperwork, production, everything to do with that. So, I've absolutely loved it. I've always had an eye for detail, and I think this module has definitely allowed me to grow on that. I think that working in the industry outside of work experience and doing everything that I have done, I've always kind of been a perfectionist, but I know sometimes in this industry it's not always like that. You can't always be like that, but I feel like with production management, you really can take your time. And I feel like it can allow me to feel more comfortable and also puts me out of my comfort zone. So, would I take this course again? I thought I'd add that question in. Definitely would. Recommend it to everyone. It's allowed me to like adapt and grow individually. And I feel like if I was to do this again, I think I'd definitely start it a little bit earlier just so I'm not as stressed. I think I'd do a bit more research. But regarding research and stuff, I feel like it's proper allowed me to find details and just get out of my comfort zone a lot more. So as far as my carbon literacy training goes, so for this I was extremely shocked and I was kind of upset about it because angry at my result. Never realised how much I impacted on one household and personally and in my house can have on climate and its waste. So to see the average footprint in 2024 is 8.8 tonnes, my personal one is only 15.8. Only is 15.8 shows I have a lot of work to do to reduce that. A whole lot of work. I feel like, especially with doing the Albert training, I definitely learned a lot, and I feel like throughout doing that, it's made me kind of look at things differently. Like I'll see myself doing certain bits more now to help recycling, get my food bin. Me and my boyfriend, I've got him sorting his food bin out. Like it's completely allowed me to change and do more. So my review on the carbon literacy for the clip that we watched. So before the flood, I've actually watched this before, which was nice. The actor Leonardo DiCaprio meets with scientists, activists, and world leaders to discuss dangers of climate change and possible solutions. So I love this, and I love watching it, and I definitely watch it again. I'd recommend watching it. It's kind of something that I'll go back to in a way because I feel like it's one of them things where you can watch it and you actually learn from it. So you feel like you're doing good by watching it, and I like that. So the statistic that I constantly think about is that the North Pole ice caps really eye opening. It shows if we carry on the way we are doing now, by 2040 we'll fully be able to sail right through its North Pole, which to me just sounds awful. Sounds absolutely horrible, and I'd hate to think about that, and I'd absolutely hate it. So it's had a very powerful approach on it as well because obviously it brings in like world leaders like the Pope, everything like that. Like it brings in like the powerful people who people look up to and who have a lot of following. And I think that by doing this and allowing it, it shows the audience and it allows them to think that we do have a big issue with climate change, we do have a big issue, and it needs to show its audience that it is a serious problem and that as a nation we need to make some serious change about it, because I feel like if we just keep carrying on the way we are, and I think a lot of people know that, and then by doing this module I have also realised that, and I've also realised that there's a lot of things that I need to change myself, there's a lot of things that I know I'll be getting my family to do and everything like that, and I feel like overall the whole module's allowed me to do that and I'm very happy about it. So what does it take to become a good production manager? I actually love this question because I feel like there's so many different answers. So I've just done like a little short few answers that I thought. So I believe it takes a lot of good things to become an outstanding production management. Here are a few reasons why. So leadership, obviously that's an absolute huge one because without leadership you're not going to get anywhere. You won't be able to manage your team. And I know personal opinions, I know I'm quite good at leadership and I'm quite good at directing a team, doing everything like that, and I really enjoy doing stuff like that. So ability to problem solve, that's a huge one because obviously the whole industry is full of problems. Everything to do with this job and the production management, everything to do with that. You are the main person that people come to. You are the one that people will go to if they need help, if they need anything like that. So be amazing at communicating. This is a huge one. You can't do your job without communicating. It won't work. It won't happen. And it's just simply one of them things that you've just got to look out with and you've just got to do. Time management, absolutely huge one as well. Time management, you won't do anything without time management. You don't know what time you're waking up, you don't know what time you're doing scheduling, everything like that, you need it. Experience is a big one. Obviously, you learn that with as you go on and everything like that. Industry knowledge you really need that for this role, but obviously you learn that with experience, and you learn more as you go on. So, as part of this, you also have to have a lot of quality control. You have to be able to recognise what's good and what's bad for the production and everything like that. Another big thing that I think that you need to have, I think you need to all know all about safety standards and what basics you have to obtain throughout the production. I think this is an absolute huge one, because if you don't know your standards, if you don't know what simple basic rules you have to follow, then you won't be able to obtain an amazing production. You'll have things flying your way, legal matters, everything like that. And I think with all these qualities put together, I think they're just the basics of what a good production management needs. And I think that many production managers who are really high up and who have made it very far, and I think that they've all had these basic qualities, and I think that hopefully one day I will be able to have all of these. I know currently now I have some of them, I don't have all of them, it's just a work in progress, and I think that by the final year, and I think I'll be able to do that, and I think this module has really helped me to do that, and I'm very happy about it. So, my next thing to talk about is a review of the industry guest. So, my industry guest was Shannon Edmondson. So, she was talking all about the risk assessments, and I think personally, I chose to talk about Shannon because I found her most interesting and engaging. It's allowed me to put myself first and put myself in her shoes. So, with Shannon and everything that she talked about, I personally struggle a lot with risk assessments, and I purposely find it hard sometimes putting the right things in, doing everything like that. So I made a lot of notes in the lesson, here's just a few. So risk assessment tasks, always check the supplier, everything like that, send details, insurers, check over it. Just the basic stuff really that you need to do. And I think especially with the children under 16, working under 16s, that's a big thing, and especially in the thing that I'm doing for my assessment, I think obviously I've had to take it into consideration quite a lot. Overall in the assessment, I hope I've done well. I'd like to think I have. I've really enjoyed doing it, and I would definitely do it again. Obviously, I think I'd benefit from doing it again to expand my horizons and my learning and everything like that. But overall, I've had a really good time, and I hope I did well.